Darian Yamak says, ciao, Ivan. I left a comment on a video already, but curious your thoughts on animal agriculture and abstaining meat, dairy, and eggs. Hey, Calcium, what's up, man? Darian, there was a time, man, good 10 years ago, more, that I went vegetarian for about 3 months after watching a documentary, Forks Over Knives, or something like that. And that was like my big slap in the face about meat production and all the rest of it. Had no idea it was that bad, dude. And it horrified me, so I was like, nah, I'm not gonna eat meat anymore. And at the time I was still living with my parents. It was more than 10 years ago now, for sure. And they were like, Ivan, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. I went on my little, deep dive on that. And I was very uneducated about the whole thing, and I basically became anemic very quickly. I essentially just removed the meat off the plate, and so I was having your normal diet with just scraping the meat off the plate, and so I basically ate nothing. I didn't get my protein intake, I didn't get my nutrition properly right, blah, 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 and so I lost the whole stack of, and during this period I didn't train at all. I was starting to get into the medical degree, studying for the GAMSAT. I don't know if you guys know what the GAMSAT is. It's like a medical entry exam. And so for about a year I was doing that, so I didn't train at all throughout that process. I think I was like 23 or something like that, 24. And yeah, I just did that. And then after a while, I think it was in that 3-month period, I went back to the gym just like on a whim. And I was doing squats. And back then I wasn't very strong at all. And after that, like I was dizzy, I was just falling apart, just not feeling right at all. And that was like the first time I really felt the impact of my diet. And after that session, I just had this craving for a freaking steak. And I went home and cooked up a steak and I ate it. But before that, I already started to learn that the processes here in Australia are a lot better than the processes in America. Still not fancy. Still not good enough, but they were better, and the meat quality was better and all of that stuff. So I kind of made the decision to go back to meat, pending more decisions and pending more thoughts. And over the years, I've thought about it many times over, and I've struggled with some of the philosophy over it, and I still conclude that our processes are bad, but I still feel like we were meant to eat meat. And I know that's a controversial thing for a lot of people. But I think we were meant to eat meat, and we are much healthier when we eat meat. Now, how we go about the meat production, that is the biggest thing. And frankly, a lot of people, if they had to kill for their own meat, produce their own meat, a lot of people wouldn't freaking eat meat. So we're in this like separated reality where we just go to the shops and pick up this meat, and we don't even think where it's come from. We just think, oh, it's a steak. We don't actually imagine that this was actually a leg of an animal, So I think for most people, they just go around not thinking about that, and that's why meat's okay. But I still feel like the bottom line is I think we are supposed to eat meat, and we have for thousands of years. That's kind of what my conclusion is on that. Even though it is not a wholeheartedly 100%, I feel 100% about it. I feel like that's where I'm sitting at the moment. I'm like divided into, I don't want to eat meat for the animals, for the animal's sake, but also want to eat meat for my own health's sake. And I think a lot of people will say, Van, you're getting it all wrong. And I'm willing to listen to it, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. And